Welcome, my dear friends. Once again, welcome to your own YouTube channel Global Wisdom. ओके, तो कैसे चल रही है आप लोगों की तैयारी दोस्तों? उम्मीद करता हूँ अच्छी चल रही होगी और उसको और अच्छा बनाने के लिए चलिए हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं सेशन में। मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपका और भी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग कमांड इस सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर, इस एग्ज़ाम के ऊपर रहेगा। ठीक है, तो बिना किसी देरी के चलिए शुरू करते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 31. ओके, टिल 30 वी हैव डन, वी डिड ऑन द लास्ट वीडियो टिल 30, सो विल बी डूइंग सॉल्विंग 31st onwards, and we are solving June 2010 cycle of UGC NET examination. Okay, so the figure of the warrior virgin in Spencer's Fairy Queen is represented by the character. The figure of warrior virgin in Spencer's Fairy Queen is represented by the character Britomart, Gloriana, Cynthia, Duessa. So you can answer in the comment box to practice in a better way. So my dear friends, this character wasn't there. This actually, according to this question, these all are the characters of that are found in the Fairy Queen written by Edmund Spencer. But actually the figure of warrior virgin, okay, in Spencer's Fairy Queen is represented by the character. Okay, so warrior virgin is related to Britomart. Okay, and this is your correct answer, Britomart. Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, so revise it more and more. Question number 32. The book Speech Acts is written by Jane Austen, John Searle, Jacques Derrida, Ferdinand de Saussure. Okay, so John Austen, let's solve this question. John Austen is a English legal professional. Okay, timeline 1790 till 1859, and Jacques Derrida is a French Algerian philosopher. Jacques Derrida is a very famous. Okay, 1930 to 2004. Ferdinand de Saussure is a Swiss linguist. 1857 till 1913. John Searle is an American philosopher. Okay, philosopher who actually has written the book Speech Acts, and this will be your correct answer. And let me tell you the timeline. Actually 1932 onwards. Okay, so John Searle, 1932, born on 1932. He's written the work or the book Speech Acts. Okay, hope you are clear with this question. Question number 33 before you on the screen. Okay, which among the following is not a sonnet sequence? Okay, Philip Sidney, Astrophel and Stella, Samuel Daniel Delia, Derek Walcott, Omi Roos, D.G. Rossetti, The House of Life. So which will be the correct answer? Let's solve this question. Okay, question number 33. Question number 33, let's solve this. My dear friends, if you know, you can answer in the comment box. Okay, if you know the answer, you can comment box, and thus we can solve together. Okay, my dear friends. So, have you read the question? Sorry. Question number 33. Okay, so let me tell you the correct answer of this question. Derek Walcott. Option number C, Derek Walcott, okay, has written the work Omeros. Question was which among the following is not a sonnet sequence? So Omeros is not a sonnet sequence, others are sonnet sequence. Okay, Astrophil and Stella, Delia, and the House of Life. The House of Life. Okay, these are all sonnet sequence, but this is not. So this will be your correct answer. Okay, Omeros written by Derek Walcott. Okay, so let's have some more information which will be fruitful for your preparation. Omeros written by Derek Walcott in the year 1990. Astrophil and Stella is a poem written by Philip Sidney, already written in the year 1591. Samuel Daniel, okay, has written the book Delia in the year 1592. 1592. DG Rossetti, or you can, my dear friends, I would like to ask one question. Please write down the full form of DG. DG Rossetti. What is the full form of DG? Okay, on the comment box. Okay. So the house. Okay, the house of whatever is there. Okay, you can see that. You must have seen before. Okay. So this work is written in the year, the House of Life. Actually, the House of Life was written in 1881. Okay, fine. So the correct answer is option number C of question number 33. Moving to question number 34. Incunabula refers to books censored by the Roman Emperor, books published before 1501, books containing an account of myths and rituals, books wrongly attributed to an author. So incunabula refers to which of these options? Okay, hope you have read the questions. So let me tell you the correct answer of this. It is not related to the books censored by the Roman Emperor. This is wrong. Books containing an account of myths and rituals. No, it's wrong. Books wrongly attributed to the author will also be the incorrect. Thus, you are left with the option number B. Books published before the year 1501 is the correct answer, and that is referred to incunabula. Correct answer option number B of question number 34. Question number 35. Moving to question number 35. The most notable achievement in Jacobean prose was Bacon's essays, King James translation of the Bible, Robert Burton's Anatomy of Melancholy. None of the above. This is the most easiest question, you can say. You must have come across, and of course all of you can answer this question. I am sure, and that's, let me tell you the correct answer without any delay. Okay, there should not be any doubt that the biggest notable achievement, the most notable achievement in Jacobean prose was the translation of Bible by King James. King James translation of the Bible. Option number B will be the correct answer of question number 35. Okay. And Bacon's essay. Some of you may ask, okay, the new learners. So let me tell you who is Bacon. Actually, he is a Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon. Okay, timeline. Who is he? Actually, a philosopher and former lord of, or former lord of the house, or also a high chancellor of Great Britain. Timeline of Bacon, 1561 till 1626. King James translation of the Bible. Okay. This happened in this Jacobin period, and Robert Burton's was an English author and fellow of Oxford University. So Robert Burton's timeline is 1577 to 1640. Okay, King James translation of Bible is the correct answer, option number B. Okay, now moving to question number 36. The Court of Chancery is a setting in Dickens. The Court of Chancery is a setting in Dickens. A option, Little Dorrit, Hard Times, Dombey and Son, Bleak House. You have to tell the correct answer. The Court of Chancery is a setting in Dickens. Dickens means Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, which work? Actually, these all works are written by Charles Dickens, a great novelist, Charles Dickens. Okay. So let me tell you, in a chronological order, Dombey and Son, it was written in 1848. Then we have Bleak House, 1852. 1852. Then we have Hard Times, 1854. Then last one is, latest one is Little Dorrit. Little Dorrit, written in the year 1857. 1857. In Indian context, you can relate first battle against the British. Quit India movement first was started in 1857. Okay. So 1857 this was written. So the correct answer for this question is question number 36. Option number D, Bleak House. Okay, will be your correct answer. Okay. Question number 37. Moving on to question number 37. Which romantic poet coined the famous phrase "spots of time"? John Keats, William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, Lord Byron. These are all okay romantic writers, romantic age they all belong to. Okay. Question is, which romantic poet coined the famous phrase "spots of time"? So actually this was coined by the romantic writer William Wordsworth. Okay, without any doubt, William Wordsworth, who is the father of romantic writer, okay, romantic age, okay, is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so some more information regarding this question and the writers. John Keats is an English poet, 1795 to 1821. Okay. William Wordsworth, 1770 to 1850. H.T. Coleridge, 1772 to 1834. And Lord Byron, 1788 to 1824. 1824. Okay, so these are the timeline about these writers, romantic writers. Okay, right answer is option number B, William Wordsworth. Okay, now moving to question number 38. The statement "I think therefore I am" is by Schopenhauer, Plato, Descartes, Sartre. You can write the comment that what is the full form of Sartre. Okay, Sartre or Sartre. Some people say Sartre or Sartre. Okay, A, B, C, D, 4 options before you on the screen. So this actually is written by I think therefore I am is actually very famous statement given by none other than Rene Descartes. His full name is Rene Descartes. Okay, Rene Descartes. So I hope you are getting my point. So read the question and try to answer. Okay, question number 38 we are doing. Question number 38. I hope you have answered the question. So question number 38, if I talk about Schopenhauer, is a German philosopher. Timing 1788 to 1860. Okay, Plato, you know, is the foremost, the first philosopher, Greek philosopher, around 5th century BC is believed. Okay, 5th century BC is believed to exist that time. Then we have Sartre, French philosopher. Okay, French philosopher or playwright, Jean-Paul Sartre. Okay, so my dear friends, question number 38, correct answer will be Rene Descartes. Okay, Rene Descartes is a French philosopher and satirist. Okay, question number 38 we have solved. Question number 39. bit longer question. Question number 39. A verse that has no set theme, no regular meter, rhyme or stanzaic pattern is open form, flexible form, free verse, blank verse. The correct combination of for the statement according to the code is ABCD options. You can choose the correct option among these given options. So without any doubt, first and third can be the correct statement. Okay, so verse that has no set theme, no regular meter, no rhyme or stanzaic pattern is called open form or free verse, first and third. So option number D will be your correct answer. Okay, so if you may ask that what is the difference between free words and blank words, so free words blank words, there is no rhyme. Okay, question number 39. So blank words, there is a meter but no rhyme. Okay, but in case of free words, neither rhyming nor meter is there. Okay, so this is the explanation of question number 39. Question number 40. Question number 40. Which is the correct sequence of the publication of Pinter's plays? Okay, the room, one of the road, one for the road, no man's land, the homecoming. These four works are there in interchangeably in the different options. You can read and you can find out the correct answer. This is an interesting question before you. Okay, so let me tell you, let us solve this question. First of all, the room was written in 1957. 1957. The homecoming, in the year 1964. 1964. No man's land, 1975. And one for the road is written in 1984. Now my dear friends, you can easily get the answer. Okay, you can arrange, okay, first, second, third and fourth. So of course you can get the answer as a C option, which is following this sequence. So option C is the correct answer. The room, the homecoming, no man's land, one for the road. Okay, moving to question number 40. Question number 40. Johnson's Dictionary of the English Language was published in the year ABCD 1710, 1755, 1739 or 1759. This is an easy question if you can relate and you can remember. Okay, Dr. Samuel Johnson we are talking about. So let's solve this question. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Thus we are left with this option. 1755 is the correct answer. Okay, English language was written, Dictionary of English Language, that was published in the year 1755. Option number B is the correct answer. Okay, dictionary was written. Okay, very important. That time this was a great work. Of course, now also. Question number 42. The literary prize Booker of Bookers was awarded to ABCD, J.M. Coetzee, Nadine Gordimer, Martin Amis, Salman Rushdie. Answer this question, my dear friends. Read the question and answer carefully. So let's solve this question. Question number 42. Okay, Salman Rushdie, who was he? The literary prize Booker's was awarded to Salman Rushdie. Okay, so actually option number D will be your correct answer. Let me tell you. Okay, option number D, Salman Rushdie, is the correct answer for this question. So you may ask more about him. So he is an Indian British novelist. Salman Rushdie is an Indian British novelist born in the year 1947 onwards. Question number another options. Let's see. Martin Amis is a novelist and essayist. Martin Amis, 1949 till 2023. Nadim Gordimer is an essayist, South African writer. Nadim Gordimer, 1923 till 2014. J.M. Coetzee is a South African Australian novelist and essayist, 1940 onwards. Fine. So Salman Rushdie is the correct answer of question number 42. Moving to question number 43. In Keats' poetic career, the most productive year was, if you know the timeline, we just now before this video, I think, or last video, I think we have discussed, or this video, but recently we have discussed. His timeline is 1795 to 1821. Okay, so you can just have a common sense that around till he lived for the age of 20 years. He lived for 26 years. So you can say by 1818, at the end of his life, before his death, he has written the work. So actually option number D is believed to be the correct answer of 1819. Okay, question number 43. Option number D, 1819, is the correct answer, wherein John Keats, okay, the most productive year for John Keats. Okay, this was 1819 was the year for John Keats that was the most productive year for him. Okay. Question number 44. Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock was published in 1712 in how many cantos? Dear friends, some of you can ask what is canto. So let me tell you, a canto is a major division or subsection within a long narrative poem or epic, similar to a chapter in a novel, and is derived from the Italian word for song. Okay, so the Italian word song, okay, the song, Italian word canto means song. Okay, and what are these? The cantos are the subdivision, major subdivision. So the answer here will be 2 cantos. Option number D is the correct answer. Fine. Any doubt? Question number 44 we have done. Okay. Let's know about Alexander Pope. He has written the great work, The Rape of the Lock, that was published in the year 1712. It is mentioned here in 2 cantos. So Alexander Pope was actually a English poet and translator, and his timeline is 1688 to 1744. Okay. With his name only, Augustine's age. Okay, he's dominated the age of Augustine age. Augustine age actually was from 1702 to 1744. With the death of this great poet and critic, translator, okay, this age comes to an end. Augustine age, okay, which the timeline of which is 1702 to 1744. Fine. Option number D is the correct answer. Moving to question number 45. Question number 45. Stephen Dedalus is a fictional character associated with a portrait of the artist as a young man, sons and lovers, Ulysses, the heart of darkness. The correct combination of for the above statement according to the code is ABCD given here. Let's solve this question. Stephen Dedalus is a fictional character associated with, again, just like past few questions, first and third, Ulysses and a portrait of the artist as a young man will be there. Okay, Stephen Dedalus is a fictional character associated with these two works. So accordingly, option number D will be the correct answer. Okay, first and third. Now, a portrait of the artist as a young man is a novel written by James Joyce. Written in the year 1916. Sons and Lovers, written by is a novel written by D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence, written in the year 1913. Ulysses is written by James and Joyce, 1904. James Joyce, 1904. The Heart of Darkness is a novel written by Joseph Conrad. In the year 1899. Okay. So option number D will be your correct answer for this question number 45. Moving to question number 46. Okay. In Moby Dick, Captain Ahab falls for his ignorance, pride, courage, drunkenness. 4 options A, B, C, D. So, question number 46 we can solve. So actually, ignorance was not there, not courage, not drunkenness, but pride. Pride is the reason in which the Captain Ahab falls. Okay, for his ignorance, for his pride. Okay, so pride was the reason for his fall, Okay, in Moby Dick. Captain Ahab is a character in the work Moby Dick, okay, in which due to pride he falls. Okay, fine. So option number B is the correct answer for question number 46. Question number 47. Moving on to question number 47. The first complete printed English Bible was produced by William Tyndale, William Caxton, or Miles Coverdale, or Roger Ascham. Question number 47. Let's have some information. Timeline. William Tyndale, 1536. 1536. His age of okay, age of born is not mentioned. Okay, just age of death is mentioned. I found. You can comment in the comment box. Okay, if you find it. I couldn't find William Tyndale. Okay, so who is he? English linguist. Okay, then William Caxton is a writer. Okay, William Caxton is a writer, and you know that he has invented the printing press. He is known for the very important work created by him, printing press. So his timeline is 1422 to 1491. Okay, so he's a writer. Then Miles Coverdale is a translator, and his timeline is 1488 to 1569. 1488 to 1569. And Roger Ascham is an English writer. Timeline is 1515 to 1568. Okay, 1515 to 1568. Fine. So let me tell you the correct answer of this question is Miles Coverdale. Miles Coverdale is the correct answer for this question number 47. Okay, he's basically a translator. The first complete printed English Bible was produced by Miles Coverdale, who was a translator, and his timeline is 1488 to 1569. Okay, fine. Question number 48. Elizabeth Gaskell's novel Mary Burton is subtitled The Two Nations, A Tale of Manchester's Life, A Story of Provincial Life, The Factory Girl. These are the subtitles you have to tell. Mary Gaskell's novel Mary Burton is subtitled by which name? Okay, so here the correct option will be A Tale of Manchester. A Tale of Manchester Life. Option number B will be your correct answer. Okay, so other options you can ignore, and this will be your correct answer. If I talk about Elizabeth Gaskell, who is she? So she is an English novelist and biographer. Okay, Mary Burton. Written a novel Mary Burton. Okay, and you can ask the timeline for Elizabeth Gaskell is a great writer. So 1810 to 1865. Okay, 1810 to 1865. Fine, these are the wrong options. Moving to question number 49. Some of the Jacobean playwrights were prolific. One of them claimed to have written 200 plays. The playwright is ABCD John Ford, Thomas Dekker, Philip Messenger, Thomas Haywood. So John Ford, who was he? He's an American film director. 1586 to 1639. Thomas Dekker, 1572 till 1632. Philip Messenger, 1583 to 1640. Thomas Haywood sorry, Thomas Haywood is an English playwright and actor, 1574 to 1641. So Thomas Haywood is an English playwright and actor. John Ford is an American film director. Thomas Dekker is an English Elizabethan dramatist and pamphleteer. And Philip Messenger is an English dramatist. Okay. So the correct option, my dear friends, is none other than Thomas Haywood, who is an English playwright and actor, 1574 to 1641. Option number D will be your correct answer. Okay. And so the last question of this session we have come to solve. Let's solve this question. The last question of the session. The concept of starched equilibrium in connection with man-woman relationship appears in Woman in Love, Morris, Mrs. Dalloway, The Old Wives' Tale. Solve this question, my dear friends. So Star Equilibrium, Woman in Love, 1920. It was written in 1920 by D.H. Lawrence, the great novelist. D.H. Lawrence. Okay. Morris was written in the year 1971. Mrs. Dalloway in 1925. And The Old Wives' Tales, 1908. 1908. Okay. So Morris was written by E.M. Foster. E.M. Foster. Mrs. Dalloway was written by Virginia Woolf. And Old Wives' Tales was written by Arnold Bennett. Okay. So the correct answer of this question is Woman in Love. Option number A. Okay. Written in 1920 by D.H. Lawrence, the great novelist. Fine. So my dear friends, that's how we come to the end of this session, and we have successfully solved June 2010 completed. Okay. June 2010 cycle we have completed successfully, and hope you have learned a lot. You are gaining confidence by practicing day by day, solving more number of questions, and the things are getting registered in your mind and you are gaining confidence. Okay. So once again, thank you for watching, and please subscribe the channel if you have not yet subscribed, and do like the my videos, and you can share with your friends. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you have any question, you can please feel free to leave a comment in the comment box. Okay, so once again, big thank you to all for watching this video. Thank you so much. Take care.